If you are making under $10,000 a month as an entrepreneur, these are the exact 10 things that you need to focus on and remember to make it to the next level. And if you're making more than that, I'm going to highly recommend that you listen to this as a reminder because it still applies whether you're at 25 grand, 50 grand, or 100 grand about getting back to the basics and about the things that move the needle. So without further ado, let's get into the episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Mind of George Show. So today is going to be laser, and let me make it really, really clear. If you are making under $10,000 a month as an entrepreneur, you need to listen to this episode 20 times. If you're making over it, listen to it as a reminder and make sure you're sticking there. But recently, I got flight delayed. I ended up having to spend a night in Minneapolis away from my family. I had a lot of time to think and reflect, and I wrote this down. And I wanted to share this with you as the 10 things that you need to know if you're making under $10,000 a month as an entrepreneur. No fluff today, just straight to the point. So, number one, you don't need a course or marketing funnel to scale your business. Those things will be a distraction and cost you money you don't have. Now, what do I mean by that? I watch a lot of people get distracted. I need that platform. I need that funnel. I need that website. I need that blank. Let me make this really clear. You have to earn the right to be complicated and distracted. You have to earn the right to be complicated and distracted. In the very beginning days, even to the point where I was making over $100,000 a month, I still didn't have a website. I still didn't have an email list. I still didn't have a text list. I didn't have any of that. I had a solution to a challenge that people had, and I met them where they were, built a bridge, and solved their problem. So number one, you don't need a quote unquote course or marketing funnel to scale your business. You need to have a solution to a problem, find the people that have that problem, and create the least resistance path possible to get them a solution and charge money for it. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Number two, at this stage in your journey, you need to understand your lighthouse, which is what I just alluded to. You need to understand why you do what you do. Why do you wake up every day? Why do you push? And the reason I say that is because entrepreneurship is not a simple game. It's not an easy game where everything is a downhill coasting. There's challenges, there's roadblocks, there's objections, there's resistance. And if you are not clear on your why and why you're doing this outside of making money, you're going to get burnt out and tired and not have a North Star to come home to. So number one is you need to know why you do what you do. Number two is you need to have crystal clarity on who you serve, and not the mom who drives a minivan, but who you serve, what problems are they having, what challenges do they have, and where do they hang out? And then you need to know how you serve. How you serve is not having 75 options or 62 courses. You need to keep it really, really simple. What is the one thing that you are absolutely fucking incredible at helping people do? And you do that one thing. You do that one thing in the least resistant path possible to help people achieve their goals. Go meet them where they are and rinse and repeat and rinse and repeat. Scale comes from scissors and simplicity. More does not equal scale. It equals more complexity, more distractions, more money wasted, more overhead, more liability. And no matter which way you slice it, at the end of the day, the foundation of what we do is we know that we have a solution to a challenge, and we go find the people that have that challenge, and we insert ourselves in whatever it is we offer as a solution. Doesn't matter if it's a video, a course, a coaching call, a one-on-one consult, an intensive, a PDF, an ebook. That doesn't matter. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. And make sure that you're always coming back to that. Number three, cut out all the notifications on your phone and stop consuming and following people that are not building your vision. It is all noise and takes away from your genius. There are no answers for you in 3 hours of YouTube or 5 hours of Instagram aspiration or ideation or research. Your job is simple. If you have a solution to a problem, your job is to go find people that have that problem. The best things that you ever create will come from you. Yes, you might pick up an idea here or there, but if you're a slave to your phone, you're never going to build your business and you're never going to have a vision. You have to be intentional with every ounce of your time every single day. And that means if your phone's going off and you're constantly on Instagram and you're scrolling through YouTube and you're watching shorts and you're reading the news, you're doing everything but building your business. And at the end of the day, it's a really simple process. Somebody has a challenge, you have a solution to that challenge. Find the people that have that challenge through content, through marketing, build a relationship with them, and insert yourself as a solution. But do not get wrapped up in the world that everybody else has your answer. And if you do consume, just like you're listening to this podcast, listen until you learn something, stop listening, and don't come back until you implement that thing into your business and it starts working for you, and then go pick up the next thing that you need. Number 4, you do not need to push yourself to complete exhaustion. This is not a game of suffrage. This is not a game of sacrifice. With clarity and intention, you can work half the time and see amazing results. I watch people lose this game, and I lost this game because I was constantly spending my time on all the things that didn't actually matter and move the needle. I would be up working till 3 a.m. and up at 6 a.m., and I did that for years until it almost killed me. But at the end of the day, if you use Pareto's principle, the 80-20 rule, there's really only 3 to 5 big needle movers that we have every single day that if we do them are guaranteed to move our life and business forward. And it is completely okay to finish those, celebrate those, and go spend time with your family, to go take some time off, to go for a hike. You do not have to hustle. You do not have to bleed. You do not have to grind. And there's nothing wrong with that if you choose that path, but it doesn't have to be that way. Intention and clarity are the secret to success, not distraction and overwhelm and a never-ending to-do list, because it's never going to go away. Number 5, I think. I might have miscounted, but number 5, you need to trust yourself more, and you have to be willing to take risks. I'm not editing that out. You need to trust yourself more, and you have to be willing to take risks and learn from them all. It's never considered a failure if you keep moving forward. People look at me now, and I'll be really blunt about it. They go, it looks so easy. And I was like, I started doing this in 2002. My list of failures, quote unquote, I call them lessons, is about 100 times longer than my list of successes. But it's my willingness to learn from those and make adjustments that go. But you cannot plan a perfect launch, a perfect video, a perfect podcast, a perfect marketing thing, and weigh all your eggs in that basket and then get disappointed, frustrated, and change course when it doesn't work. It's not gonna work. Iteration is the name of the game, and the only way to iterate is to get real world feedback. You have an idea? Don't wait, try it. You have an idea for a video? Post it. You have an idea for a podcast? Do it. You have an idea for an offer? Call 10 people and ask them what they'll pay for it. But the more that you're willing to play the game, the more that you're willing to get on the field, the more that you're willing to try, the faster you'll learn. And the faster you learn, the faster you can keep what works, stop doing what doesn't work, and then get back on the road to your success. Let me count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Number 6, your net worth does not determine your self-worth. Your net worth does not determine your self-worth. Where you are right now is not the end of the world. You have to respect the journey that you are on. And having been through it all, I can tell you that there is no thing and nothing beneficial about rushing this thing that we call life. But I'm going to be really frank. If you can't have gratitude, if you can't be proud of where you are now, you will never get to where you want to go. And if you don't believe me, there's an incredible book from Benjamin Hardy and Dan Sullivan called The Gap and the Gain. But do not make where you are wrong. Yes, people always have more money and more success and make it look better on social media, but it doesn't fucking matter. Because where you are right now, having gratitude for it, respecting it, and being aware of it is the actual thing that you need to know to start taking action to get to where you want to go. So remember that your self-worth is not determined by your net worth, and your net worth, today's tongue twister day, your net worth does not determine your self-worth. You are valuable. You are amazing. You help people. You have a solution. You care. Doesn't matter how much money is in your bank account. The more that you can have gratitude for that and who you are and where you are and respect that and love that, the faster you can take the intentional steps that are going to get you to the next level. Number 7, spend more time on developing relationships. Create more conversations in person, via DMs, in comments, and networks. Build a community and show up everywhere and anywhere you can, either in person or online. Because if you have not figured this out yet, this is a relationship game. There are no robots or AI making decisions about opting in or buying things. It's people. And you can't hide behind the internet. You can't hide behind your computer. You can't hide behind your phone and expect to be a successful entrepreneur. It takes people. It takes communicating. It takes relationship building. And if you spend more time building relationships, having conversations, and meeting people, the rest of it would get easy. But I watch people lock themselves away behind their computer for 8 days building something that the fucking world doesn't even know exists, and then get upset that when they go to launch it or go to post it, nobody responds. That's because there were no relationships or a community of people to even know it was coming. And so I did a podcast in the very beginning called Field of Dreams is Bullshit. If you build it, they don't come. That's simply because they don't know it's there if you wait until you're done building it to tell them. Relationships are the number one secret to this game working. It is the number one priority. Build relationships, build a community, and take people along in the process with you. Number 8, focus on these 4 areas every single day: your mind, your being, your body, and your business, in that order, and you'll become unstoppable. You are the greatest tool that you have. You are the greatest asset that you have. But if you think you're going to succeed by sacrificing that every day, by not having a practice, by not filling your mind, by not spending time with yourself, by not sleeping, by not taking care of your body, you are in for a rude awakening, because that has to work before anything in your business works. Your mind, spend time by yourself, meditate, journal, write out your intentions for the day. Your being, before you get into your business, be the person that you want to be. Whatever that looks like for you, be a father, be a husband, be a wife, be a friend, be a human being. Your business, be crystal clear. What are the 3 things that if I do every single day are guaranteed to move the needle in my business? And your body. Make sure you sleep. Make sure you eat. Make sure you have time for yourself. Make sure you fill your bucket. You need to prioritize all of these things if you want to have success. And the trap that everybody falls into is the trap of toxic thinking. I'll start taking care of myself when I make it. I'll start going to the gym when I make more money. I'll start developing a mindset when I get it. But they don't realize that by doing that, it's the thing that's preventing them from having it. There's an incredible book from Jamie Smart called The Little Book of Clarity. The Little Book of Clarity. And it's all about toxic thinking. And I'm going to tell you right now, and this applies to you no matter where you are in the level of your business, you need to prioritize your mind, your beingness, your body, and your business last. Those first 3 things every single day, no matter what, if you want any chance of success. Because the only way to get the success is to prioritize those things first. Number 9, play the long game. Stop chasing trends and focus on the basics. There will never be a shortage of strategies and tactics and new ideas, but those are not foundational principles of business. There's one guaranteed way to win this game, and it's to focus on the basics and the principles. Like I said earlier in this podcast, you create a solution to a problem, you find the people that have that problem, and you go connect with them and build a bridge between them. You will never have a shortage of social media platforms, videos to try, ads to run, hacks to do, copywriting tweaks. But if you're focusing on those instead of the basics, you're never going to have success. This is a long game. No business that has withstood the test of time was built overnight. Nothing. It's brick by brick, and you need to be crystal clear, focused, and intentional if you want to get there. And then number 10, and this is probably the most important one. Number 10 is have fun. Do not forget about why you wanted to be an entrepreneur, to have more time, to have more money, to have more freedom. But toxic thinking applies here as well. Take time for yourself. Go play, go on hikes, go spend time with your family. Go do the things that you love in life so that you can come into your business excited, with joy, and energetically ready to share that with the world. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but I've seen it. You can tell how sad an entrepreneur or a business is on the back end by what you see on the front end. Your energy transmutes. If you're miserable in your job, if you're miserable in your business, if you're miserable as an entrepreneur because you're sacrificing yourself, you're going to create miserable results. If you're having fun, if you're filling your bucket, if you're living your life and you understand that you already have time at your disposal because you make your schedule, you already have money, might not be as much as you want, but you have to have gratitude and respect what you have and utilize it now. And you have freedom if you choose to take it. But if you don't prioritize those things first, nothing will ever work because you have to have fun. You have to play. You have to act now like you want to be 5 years from now. You cannot keep sacrificing yourself and expecting that something's going to magically work, that 5 years from now, you're going to magically change your behavior. You have to do it now. And I'll give you one more book recommendation on point number 10, and as an intermix of this entire episode. Benjamin Hardy's other book, Personality Isn't Permanent, is an absolute scripture for how to do this, how to embody this, and how to live now so that your future results come as a byproduct. But these are the 10 things that you must know, that you must remember, and that you must focus on every single day if you're doing under $10,000 a month. And if you're doing over it, you might want to go back to the basics and remember some of these things because it happens at this level. It happens at 50 grand a month. It happens at 100 grand a month, and it happens at $1 million a month. It doesn't matter which way you slice it. At every different level of your business, you're going to always have to go back to the basics. You're going to have to trim the fat, like the Christmas tree analogy I shared in another podcast, and then start going again. So I want you to take at least one of these and implement it today, and then make sure you come back, you listen, you write them down, and you intentionally put these things into your day. You remind yourself of them. You hold yourself accountable to them because it's the only way to guarantee your success. So that's what I got today with a whole lot of dry mouth. Lots of tongue twisters today, so I apologize, but we don't edit the podcast, so you just get to laugh at me. And I hope this was meaningful for you, and I would love for you to shoot me a DM if I can help you with anything else. If you have a question about what I said, if you need more clarity about what I said, you know how to get a hold of us. Our Instagram is It's George Bryant. As always, I have so much love for you, and I appreciate you immensely. So if you could, please share the episode. But other than that, I'm going to go get back to work. So have an absolutely beautiful day. Remember that relationships will always beat algorithms. So I'll either see you in the next episode or you will hear me in your earballs. But either way, I'm out.